All right, so remember this barrier from the previous video? Now, anytime you do anything, say anything, feel anything with repetition, you create an unconscious pattern. Now, why is this? So the brain is a survival machine. It's always trying to conserve energy. This means anytime anything is done with repetition, the brain, being a pattern-making machine, goes, oh, all right, oh, I get it. But think about learning to drive. It was very conscious, wasn't it? Because research shows consciously, we can only focus on 2 to 3 chunks of information at any given moment. That's it. So think about learning to drive very conscious, right? Because you've got the wheel and what's ahead of you. So that's 1 chunk of information. You've got the mirrors and what's behind you. That's 2 chunks. You've got the gas, the brakes, how fast you're going. That's 3. You've got the person guiding you, instructing you. That's 4. You've got your own internal dialogue and worry. That's 5. If you've got stick, that's 6. And this is why most people learning to drive, even teenagers, will typically turn the radio off. Because it's just 1 more chunk of information. It's going to make something fall off. But think about it like this. You're driving consciously, you're driving consciously, you're driving consciously, consciously. And at some point, you're listening to the radio and driving. You're singing along and driving, eating and driving, daydreaming and driving, some people texting and driving, and everyone will chuckle to themselves because they know that. They've gotten home and thought to themselves, like, I don't know how I got here. I haven't been aware of the last 15 minutes, right? And this is how you know you've got an unconscious pattern, because it goes automatic like that. Now, if you're like most people, you've got this problem. Remember driving. It didn't take it that long for it to become an automatic program, right? So now you've got this program. I'm a smoker. Let's take something simple like I'm a smoker. When you suggest to yourself, that's it, I'm going to quit smoking, because it doesn't agree with the program running, it will typically bounce off. And this is why it's difficult to change. Now, people do change. They change all the time without a hypnotist. It's just the hard way, because you got to really use willpower and white knuckle it and be a non-smoker 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 and be a non-smoker, be a non-smoker and be a non-smoker. And at some point, it gets in. It's just the hard way. What's cool is you're here. And with hypnosis, we go just like this, and our suggestions go right into where it matters. So you can make that change that you want to make today. Make sense?